Guess who's coming out first? Sachin Tendulkar is home ground, and Gambhir, the two men that are opening the batting for India.
You can see everyone back in their seats. They don't want to miss a ball. You mentioned this is his home ground, Tendulkar. Big evening for him this. He's not been amongst the runs in the last few games. This is a pressure match. Gautam Gambhir will open the batting with him, used as the super sub instead of Murli Kartik. It could be Murli Kartik or RP Singh, one of the two. We've just been told it's RP Singh.
Outstanding numbers from Sachin Tendulkar. It is crunch time in Mumbai. South Africa looking to win this game to become the first South African side to win a one-day series in India. Of course, India looking to level the series. Average a shade under 30, strike rate also healthy. Here we go, first ball from Pollock. And it's there and thereabouts, as you'd expect.
Yes, he's the danger man as far as India concerned. Rocked the top order in Kolkata. It'll be interesting to see India's tactics when they're playing Pollock. Do they see him off? Do they deny him early wickets with a new ball? Fantastic record, 3.78 the economy rate.
Two slips. Now South Africa will base their start of this innings on aggression and being direct. Goodness me, there's lots of chat going on. The Bull Terrier as well again. He'll be starting things. Mark Boucher. Graham Smith at first slip won't stand back either.
Yes, and if you're on the batting side, it's good. It wakes you up. So Gambhir's got to take it in his stride and concentrate that bit harder. If you're sleeping, you would have woken up by now.
Brilliant fielding. Ashwell Prince a backward point.
Well, this is where it is so good, South Africa. Magnificent fielding side. They'll make India work hard for these runs. There's absolutely no doubt about that. There would have been a discussion during the break. The emphasis would have been the first 10 overs, where you've got to show the intensity, try and pick up early wickets.
A little bit of seam. Are you with me, Rav? South Africa 20 runs short?
I would imagine so. I think 240 would have been a much more competitive score. Having said that, this is a pressure match. You can't take things for granted. If Graham Smith gets a couple of early wickets, the pressure might just fall back on the home side. But I would agree with you, 240, 245 would have been a very competitive score.
Quite amazing just to reflect on the South African innings and see that they didn't score a boundary for 178 deliveries from the end of the 16th, end of the 15th, the start of the 44th. Quite remarkable. Also that the highest number of runs to come off any over was 11. That was off over number 4 and over number 50. Whipped away, but good stuff from the utility player, Andrew Hall. Bit of action in that first over, a maiden eventually, none for none. That's the lineup we've been given at this stage. Will it change? There's no Patan opening the batting today for India. Vrinder Sehwag listed at 3, Dravid at 4. I know Ravi thinks that Rahul Dravid might come in at number 3. And of course it's Sachin in the crowd, showing what he can do, and also about to face his first ball. Vrinder Sehwag alongside him as well. There's a familiar face, Sonny Gavaskar. Always great to see Sonny around.
Yes, there's a stand here also named after the great man. Now all eyes on Tendulkar. And Tini back in the South African side. Missed the game in Kolkata.
He's off. He is certainly due, Sachin Tendulkar. Hasn't got going in this series at all. I think South Africa might have bought that return so far with Sachin. Rav, what do you think?
Yes, they'll settle for those scores, but remember, this is the big one. This is his home ground.
3 slips in a gully for Mackay Ntini. In the air, Justin Kemper saying, "I'll take it," and he does take it. Mackay Ntini is back in the side. He's well again, and he's got South Africa a wicket very, very early in proceedings.
Well, you can see the aggression from South Africa out there. They're all charged up. Plenty of chat. And this one on to Gambhir a little too quickly, not quite the right length. It wasn't short enough. Kemp makes no mistake. And India rattled early. The super sub being used today, Gautam Gambhir, he departs 1 for 1.
This is going to be fascinating. Vrinder Sehwag is the man that's coming out at number 3. Average of 32.2, strike rate of 97.5. He's going to play his normal game. And South Africa will be thinking they might just have a sniff here of getting another one quickly. That would have been the chat. Get too quickly when they start bowling. Swing and a miss first up.
Now, there's only one way Sehwag is going to play, and Smith will be thinking, here is a chance of getting another wicket quickly. Yes, if Sehwag gets away, it'll be a counter-attack. Now that's Gambhir for you. Not quite the length to attempt that shot. It was angling across the left-hander.
Pretty good catch too from Justin Kemp with those buckets of his. 2 slips. And that is exactly where Mackay Ntini eventually, and I do so eventually because he scored a lot of runs for Vrinder Sehwag. So Mackay Ntini eventually just troubled Vrinder Sehwag in the Test series here some 12 months ago. This has gone a long way up, and he's camping underneath it. Not as easy as they seem, those catches.
It's just the start you want when you're not defending a really big score. It's amazing how a couple of wickets in a big game like this can tilt the scales.
Oh, he's tapped it around the post as Ashwell Prince, which gets Sehwag off the mark.
Well, they're human after all. I think it's the excitement. The adrenaline is flowing.
It's deafening in Mumbai. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Six for one. Six runs off the first over from Mackay, but also the wicket of Gambia.
There's plenty happening here at the Wankhede Stadium, though one must say both these players from India's point of view prefer batting on this track where the ball comes onto the bat. There's not too much of lateral movement.
It's gone through the third slip. Down to Mackay, third man, and they're scrambling back for two.
Yes, it was tentative from Sehwag. The line once again spot on from Sean Pollock. Just a nervous push. Tentative poke.
And that's exactly where Sean Pollock is going to be. He won't mind bowling to Virender Sehwag. He knows if he gets his line of length spot on, he's a chance. It's a little bit straight that time. Worked leg side. Charles Lagerfeld chasing.
Yes, this will help the Indians. Just some running between the wickets, getting the blood flowing in the legs. Both these batsmen, they'll be tense out there. Just see it in the eyes. It's a packed house here today. This is literally like a final. Great atmosphere, buzz around this Wankhede Stadium.
I'll tell you what was quite interesting, Ravi, watching the South Africans, and they were doing a lot of warming up prior to coming out to field in this game. In the warm-ups, just one of the pitches alongside the main pitch they're playing on tonight, they were swinging the ball considerably. Sean Pollock, who's not a big swinger of the ball these days, was getting to go a long way. Justin Kemp as well. So many options for Graham Smith. There's only two people really who have no chance of bowling. That's Ashwell Prince and Mark Boucher. The rest of the guys can do a job if necessary.
Well, that's the way he plays. He will always give the bowlers a chance. And I think another thing, Mike, what the South Africans might have discussed during the break is let's be aggressive early on, like you mentioned, and let's keep that intensity going, because you need to take early wickets. They will have that due behind at the back of their mind, which might come on later. By that time, they want to have India on the back foot. So wickets important.
End of Sean Pollock, second over, 4 coming from it, 10 for 1. It'll be an assault based on seam bowling tonight from South Africa. And Tini starting his second over. Bang on target as well at pretty good pace. Sehwag backing up a long way, but enough time to turn and scamper back.
Yes, he was sent back hurriedly by Tendulkar. Last thing India want is a run out at this stage. He was never interested in the single.
Little collision there between Andre Nell and also Justin Kemp. Couple of big frames.
Who's going to win there?
Bit of extra bounce. Makarantini will like this. Almost 140 k's per hour as well.
Yes, and Tendulkar too won't mind this bounce. He's a kind of a player who likes the ball coming onto the bat. Likes to play the attacking shots of the back foot. Just needs to spend some time at the crease.
Wept away. You've probably heard his call of 2.
Just using the angle, Tendulkar. We've already seen him hit a boundary in that direction. Open-chested action of Makarantini. Just waiting for it and then working it on the onside.
Slapped that away for 4.
Now that's brought the crowd to life. Now this is a very good shot. It's not all that bad a delivery. He didn't have too much of room, but he gets into great position with the back foot. He uses the depth of the crease. Back across, bang.
What's interesting to me there, Ravi, is that he really gave that something. So it's something that Sachin normally does at the start of an innings, particularly in the run he's having right now. Has missed out so far in the series. He's given that as well. Chases on Johan Botta. And 2 more.
What's good to see is he's come out thinking positive. Does make a difference. Very easy to get into a negative mindset when you've not had runs behind you in the last 5 or 6 innings. The expectations of the whole nation on your shoulders. Quite prepared to go hard at the ball. On the 2 occasions we've seen in this over, one of the back foot that got in the boundary, they're not quite timing that last one.
So 8 runs off Makarantini's second over so far, still 1 ball remaining. And he's beaten him. 18 for 1. Smith's captaincy will be so different from Rahul Dravid. He relied on his spinners. Smith will rely on the seamers, the likes of Langerthorpe, Andre Nell. Just going to see how much confidence he does have in the spin department. Himself, of course, can bowl a bit, and also Johan Botta, who hasn't really been extended so far in the series.
Yes, because of that, he's got to attack with this new ball. He's got to probably take a few risks, have men in catching positions, not afraid of giving the occasional boundary.
He's at first slip. Pollock thought about it. It's a unorthodox field. Sean Pollock's line will be pretty tight, maybe about 6 inches outside the line of off stump. The length will be just about impeccable. So therefore there's 3 in the line on the offside. Justin Kemp open it off. Marshall Prince at backward square, and Andrew Hall in the covers. Callis at second slip. Kane Tini third man. Andre Nell at fine leg. What an outstanding shot. There was some considerable swing from that delivery from Sean Pollock, and it was thrashed to the boundary.
Well, stand up tall and deliver. Have a look at this. You can't say there's too much wrong with that delivery. Hardly any movement of the feet, but great hand-eye coordination. The bat comes down straight. He generates tremendous bat speed, this man.
And again. Goodness me.
Now this is an even better shot. Not too much dissimilar to the last delivery, but look how he waits on it. The weight this time is on the back foot. And just opens the face of the blade and crashes it through the offside. Consecutive boundaries, another season where he's got over 1,000 runs. Very difficult for a captain to set a field for him, because he's always on the attack. He thinks attack all the time.
I'll tell you what, that's enough to shatter most bowlers, but I don't think Sean Pollock, a little bit shorter this time, decides to just try and tuck him up in the rib area.
Sean Pollock will finish this over and think, listen, I was thereabouts all the time. That's not a bad delivery, but it's disappeared to the fence. Next one, nothing wrong with that either. Well, he'll look back at the scorebook, which will say he's conceded 8 or 10 runs. Well, he has a chance to come back here with this last ball.
Oh, it's down. Almost took it. There's a leading edge. Back a little bit slower, I think, than what Sean Pollock anticipated. Got the fingers underneath it, and in the end it hit the pitch. What an over that was for action. 8 from it and a drop catch. 26 for 1. We are 5 overs in the power play number 1. Makariantini screaming in. Thinking about 2, that is good. Aggressive running from Sachin Tendulkar and Virender Sehwag. That's awareness, Ravi.
Yes, the moment he played it, he called for 2, but they had to run that first run quickly. What action here already, what entertainment. 1 wicket has fallen, a difficult chance put down by Sean Pollock. He had a chance to come back after being hit for a couple of boundaries. There was the opportunity, just didn't stick. Just playing a little early.
Straight to the man in the shooting gallery.
A shorter ball at the moment. Well, you can see again not much movement of the feet, playing a little early. He tried. Such catches stick. Not easy to react quickly on your follow through.
Past the outside edge.
Just a little edgy at the moment. Both these batsmen looking to really get on with it. On that occasion, not quite there with his feet, Sachin Tendulkar, not quite across. That back foot. Just got to calm down a bit. Sehwag's the aggressive man at the other end in any case.
Solid as a rock from Sachin Tendulkar then. Through extra cover off the back foot. What an outstanding shot that is from Sachin Tendulkar.
Now, when you see him play that shot, you've got to realize that this man's in pretty good nick. It's a shot he played a lot when he was younger in his career. Standing up tall and punching off the back foot. A great, again, use of the crease. He's rocking back to give that extra bit of time.
And it was 138 k's per hour. The Kayantini is no slouch. Six off the over, 32 for 1. Here we go again. Put your seatbelt on. Pollock v Sehwag. Crunch. What a way to start the over.
Wow. There's no messing around here. Aggression met with aggression. No half measures whatsoever. Again, just stands up there. Got the opportunity to free his arms. It's amazing, every shot he plays on the offside, there is a lot of wrist work involved. He's a different sort of player, Sehwag.
Short, he's had a go, he's hit it miles. Goodness me. It's not that often you see Shaun Pollock try a bouncer. I think he'd run out of ideas to a certain extent. It was short and it disappeared over the rope for half a dozen.
Now, this is an amazing shot. It's like a first serve in tennis. It's not a horizontal back shot. He smashed this. He's tossed the ball up in the air and bang, that's an ace. That has gone the distance. Deafening sound around this Wankhede Stadium.
Problem is, Ravi, that Shaun's got 4 serves to go in this over.
Now this is where a captain is made to think. Where do I set my field? I've got to have 2 men in catching positions. I can't let India get off to a flyer. It's important to take wickets,
Again, one bounce, screaming away for another boundary. This is sensational batting.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Now forget the boundary. This man's a butcher. That's bludgeoned through the offside. I don't think any ball's gone to the boundary quicker today than that. One bounce backward a point into the fence. 3 boundaries in this over.
Yeah, it's the best over the match by 3 runs so far, and there's still 3 balls to go, 3 serves to go. Hope he doesn't foot fault.
Difficult for a bowler, Mike, as well, when you know someone's coming hard at you and you are the bowler expected to take wickets. What do you do in a situation like this? What does the captain tell you? Keep trying, keep going for wickets. You see the pace there, it's pretty similar. I think something Sean Pollock might want to do is just vary that, get it a little slower with someone coming hard at you.
Big shout from Boutrovic. Oh, up goes the finger. I'm not convinced about that. I think that was going down leg side. South Africa will take it, though. It is the end of something special from Brenda Sehwag, and a disappointing end at that.
Well, you've got to look at the height as well. This is short. It's come back a long way. He's on his toes. And I think a little unfortunate there. That would have not only gone on top of the stumps, it would have missed leg stump as well. And that's a sad end to what looked like a very promising innings. He's gone for 27, 46 for 2.
It's the captain. 1 ball left. It's the end of Pollock's 4th over. 14 runs coming from it, and a lucky decision as well. 46 for 2. South Africa would have been hoping to strike a couple of times at least inside 10 overs. They've done it inside 7 now. 46 for 2. They have taken a bit of a battering, but the big danger man, Brenda Sehwag, has gone. Well, Sachin Tendulkar is still there. And in the commentary box now is Ravi and myself just to lie down for half an hour. I think it's going to be Laxman, Shiva Ramakrishnan, and also Robin Jackman.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, you boys go down, have a rub down with the sporting life. What an exhilarating passage of play that was. He really is a talented fellow, this Virender Sehwag, who sadly is out. I'll say sadly, from an entertainment point of view. I don't think he got the greatest decision, but hey, that's the game. Should only be 1 and is. Let's just look at this LBW again, Shivy. They're 2 doubtful elements to me. One is it sliding down? The other, is it too high?
Feet off the ground as well. Enough element of doubt to have been given in the favour of the batsman. And unfortunately, the entertainment had to stop there for Virendra Sehwag.
Fortunate runs for Dravid. He thought it was going for 4, I think, initially. As it is, Pollock got round there very quickly.
Good. And they have to do so here. Not defending too much. 221 is what South Africa got. And most outfields in India very quick. Great effort in the end from Sean Pollock.
Bowled. The thoughts in Graham Smith's mind now will be, at what stage does he change this bowling? At what stage does he get Langerfeldt, who is a swinger of the ball, and he'll need to give it to Langerfeldt while it's still swinging just a little bit. That will be 4, I think. No. Pace round. It looks like the South Africans have got their angles right. Third man and fine leg. I was talking to Ravi Shastri earlier, Shivi, when I was on air with him, that it's quite a small ground and it's very important that you get your angles absolutely right in those specific positions. That brought up the 50, incidentally.
And it's come in good time. Lost a couple of wickets. The run rate's been very good.
Just 4 from this over, 50 for 2. Ford Fiesta for the man of the series. Whoever has to select the man of the series has got a bit of a poser. There's a few people in the mix. Remember, at worst, the series can be drawn, so there's no winning team for the series, as it were. Smith's got 209 runs. Callis 163. Pollock's got 7 wickets. Pathan's got 6 wickets and 83 runs. Harbhajan's 5 wickets.
Come in there, boys. Keep going in there. Come on now, fella. Take one.
Yuvraj Singh 160 runs and still an innings to go. Now, if I'll drive it on screen, I was talking about Langerfeldt just now. This is the sort of thing that Langerfeldt can do. Wide of the crease and look at it swing. Beautiful, wasn't it? Looked like it was coming down middle and leg and swung late. Not moved to the off stump. Dravid hitting it just inside mid-on. So I think Smithy will keep him out of the attack for too long, Chief.
Well, he bowled brilliantly in the last game. Langerfeldt got that ball to swing late, as he mentioned. And he also used the crease to good effect. Wide of the crease on certain occasions, getting close to the stumps. So the super sub coming into play, Peterson coming in for Kemp.
I think that's sensible. Justin Kemp isn't feeling so great, as Langerfeldt isn't either, I can report. But he does give Smith another option in terms of taking pace off the ball and turning it. It's outstanding fielder. Throws with both hands, left and right. Left better than right, but fielded. Callis in the gully.
Extra bounce again for Sean Pollock. Tendulkar doing well by playing it with soft hands. There's a slip and a gully.
Yeah, well, the way that Sehwag went off, it looked like Tendulkar was blocking, but let me just remind you, Tendulkar's got 20 runs off 18 balls. Wide called.
And he's always been indicating the line that's there on the crease, closer to the stumps. Darren Harper. I thought this one was a little harsh on the bowler.
Yeah, there are a couple of little white dashes on the back line there to give the umpire an idea. I would say that went inside it or just over it, as you say. Just a tad harsh.
The important thing there for me, Jackers, is when it passes the batsman, the lines are behind the batsman. And as we look, it passes Tendulkar there and deviates after the ball is past the bat.
It shouldn't be where the wicket-keeper takes it. You're quite right. It should be when it passes the batsman. Bowled. 52 for 2. There's some of the more expensive seats here. Got more guts than I have, lads.
Important knock for Rahul Dravid. Stay anywhere to watch this game, these lads here. To get a good crowd in, former Test cricketers always make their presence felt in the Wankhede. And the lesser ones find any spot available.
Have to hurry. Good running. Spotted that it was Nell at mid-on, who, I'm not saying he's a poor fielder at all, but he takes a little bit of time to get going. Big bloke.
And also playing off the back foot, it's never easy to take off for a single. And this one area where the Indians will have to work very hard in this innings, pinching the singles, keeping the momentum going, putting pressure on the bowlers. Two-man catching is a wide slip, and a man at short point.
Over the top of slip. 4. It's the old adage, you're going to slash hard.
Well, the little man is a big occasion player. He went after it, but the important thing, he went at it extremely hard, making sure if it gets any part of his bat, it's going to fly away. 4 boundaries to Tendulkar in his 24. Quick calling and loud one at that from Tendulkar. The capacity crowd here at the Wankhede sometimes can make it difficult for the non-striker. This was the boundary. No half measures.
Bowled. Nicely played too. It's so nice to see somebody who's looking to attack get a delivery that he feels he can't attack and still play it immaculately in terms of his position, where he gets into. That was the refused single. That's the end of the over. 57 for 2. Number 2, I should say. The first one's 10 overs. This is the first of the 2 remaining ones, which have to be 5 consecutive overs.
Pollock into his 6th over. Probably will bowl 7 in his first spell. So it's imperative for somebody like Rahul Dravid to just see him through. The required rate at the moment is just 4.14. In no hurry, the Indians will have to make sure they don't lose any more wickets in the next 10 overs.
Beautifully played. He plays this stroke as well as most, you know. You just look at how well balanced he is and where his head is when he strikes the ball.
Margin for error, not too much. Wasn't a poor delivery, just a lot straighter. In very good position, head over the ball. Front foot not going too across, waited for the ball to come onto him. The timing was good.
Oh, there's trouble here, wrong end.
Would have been a comedy of errors. Thick inside edge. Peterson the fielder. Rahul Dravid had no idea where the ball had gone. Sachin Tendulkar, just look at him. Kept going, and the throw was to the wrong end. And nobody in the picture.
Needed to come to Tendulkar, 3/4 of the way down. Part of the problem is, you know, I don't know, several South Africans might have called bowler's end, but how's anyone going to hear it with the noise that's going on?
But a direct hit, even at that end, would have been curtains for Dravid. Well, the big opportunity was at the non-striker's end. Just get the feeling even Rahul Dravid might have been out of his crease. There you go, both batsmen heading in this direction. Dravid, very tight indeed, but survives. When in doubt, it's better to say no. And this is the experienced pair, Tendulkar and Dravid. The crowds come to see India win. They will defend all these two out in the middle to have further enjoyment in the game.
That bloke there nicked the Christmas decorations. Nicely timed. Excellent shot. 65 for 2. So India definitely have the momentum here. Just 157 to win now. 65 for 2. Dravid getting into his stride. Tendulkar showing some magic and going along on a runner ball. And a change of bowling. Andre Nell.
Andre Nell replaces Makayantini. The last ball of the previous over. What a magical shot. The mid-on and mid-off and wide. And in the right slot for Rahul Dravid to play it straight, presenting the full face of the bat. He's having a good year at one internationals. The leading scorer. 1026 with that boundary.
Oh, well bowled. Beautiful delivery. Beautiful delivery.
Great delivery. The right length. He's a tall man, Andre Nell. Good position of the seam. The batsman had to play at it. Do well, Tendulkar, just to erase that from his memory and carry on. The bowler will remember.
Run down to third man. For 4.
I've said this before and I say it again. It's a cruel game for bowlers. The last delivery was a genuine beauty. Beating Tendulkar all ends up. The next one wasn't a bad delivery either. But well controlled in the end from Tendulkar. Playing close to the body, just opening the face of the bat at the last moment. Run rate required, under 4 at the moment.
Oopsie! Oh, think he might have been gone. Andrew Hall, the fielder. Tendulkar's got a grin on his face, which might tell you that he's just happy to still be there. Surely if he'd hit. No, would have made it. Four more for Dravid.
There have been 12 fours and 1 6 in this innings. Some coming off Sehwag, some of Tendulkar. But this one, probably the best. Technically correct and everything right about that shot. Known as the wall. Most of us expected him to bat at number 3 last game. But here he is looking in very, very good touch.
Twelve gone, 74 for 2. They're the leading run scorers in 2005. Rahul Dravid having just gone past Ricky Ponting. He's played 4 more innings. Virender Sehwag in at number 3. The only South African in the list, Graham Smith, 984, an average of almost 50. Mahendra Dhoni, 883, averaging over 50. Interesting to see Damien Martin in that list. Can't get in the Australian team now.
It's a good start by Langefeld. Coming to replace Sean Pollock. Looking at those leading run scorers, there are 4 Indians: Rahul Dravid, Virender Sehwag, Mahendra Dhoni and Yuvraj Singh. 4 Australians: Ricky Ponting, Adam Gilchrist, Damien Martin, Michael Clarke. Australia number 1, India number 7. 1 South African, Graham Smith, South Africa number 2, and 1 Sri Lankan, Sangakkara, they're number 4.
It's a big appeal, but that's sliding down, I think. Unless it swung. If it swung, it had a chance, but everything looked a bit leg-sided to me.
Good position of the seam again. Maybe an inside edge as well for Tendulkar. Bowlers are always interested. Well, this was a leg before shout again. And look at the face of the bat of Tendulkar. Just facing square leg at that point. He'd be a lot better presenting the full face of the bat and playing it to mid-on.
He's bowling with good pace here, Langefeld. 138, near enough.
It's all about rhythm. When you have things going for you, you normally hit the right length. And you bend your back, you get something out of this pitch. It's been a good one.
Example of where Boucher took that. Boucher looks at umpire Darrell Harper every time he takes it that wide. Pollock was wided for a delivery. It was fraction further away from the batsman than that, but only a fraction. Bowled. Outstanding first over, 74 for 2. .74 for 2 and a whole bunch of batting to come.
But this will be the important phase of the game. The support bowlers coming in, Andre Nell and Langefeld. Rahul Dravid on 17, Tendulkar on 29 have been there together. Partnership worth 28. We've got to make sure the new bowlers don't settle down. Try and dominate them.
Other bowlers available to Graham Smith, Andrew Hall, of course, Sharp Cullis. Now Peterson out there with the left arm spin, his own little off spinners as well. I see it being pretty much a seam attack.
And for 9 runs in his first over on Grinnell. This is a good comeback. Also doing pretty usefully Andrew Hall in the last game, both with the bat and ball. Ideal conditions if you're a medium pacer. There is something in the air, a little bit of swing.
What did that hit? I heard a noise.
So did I. Let's have a listen. Make up your minds.
Well, I can't understand it. Nobody seems to be interested. There was a big noise.
Still very tight this game. 147 required from 217 balls. But the bowling has been top class.
It's a big noise. Very good over. It's just one from the last 2 overs. 75 for 2. Overs gone then. It's going to be Langerfeldt, who bowled an outstanding first over, a maiden. 75 for 2 the score, and to take you through the next half hour, Darren Lal is with Ravi Shastri.
Thank you, Robin. This is a gripping contest. Not an inch given by either side. Still plenty of cricket to be played. Lovely shot. He's played a couple in that fashion in this innings. And the balance, once again, worth watching.
This is an exquisite shot. Perfectly executed. Just using the angle and the pace. Tremendous amount of power Rahul generates with this timing these days. 22 of 24 deliveries. That was a shot as good as any you'll see. Well, there's no shortage of action. Plenty of entertainment. This is a crucial phase in the game. This partnership. Should South Africa get one of these nicks, the ones that are passing the bat, one odd nick now could really set it up.
It will, because the pressure will build in a chase. Especially when you know you've got to win to draw level. You've got to win the series. That's how it stands for both the teams. He's been impressive, Langerfeldt. He hits the bat. I think he'll be a great asset for South Africa on the tour of Australia in a week's time. Steady customer, and has the ability to swing the ball too. Lagerfeld was the man who dismissed Dravid in the last game.
Yes, indeed. His strength is the fact that he can get the ball to move away from the right-hander from even top of the box. That means that the angle is into the batsman and then it swings away. This is in Kolkata. This is what Ravi was talking about. Now take a look at that. That is almost unplayable, and at that pace. Wonderful.
Yes, and I won't be surprised if he slips in a delivery pitched up again to Dravid. Dravid's been bowled twice or thrice in this one-day series. .79 for 2. Can see this power play being taken again. We've had 2 lots. This is the 3rd one. Nell continuing.
Didn't quite get a hold of that, Sachin Tendulkar hitting the bottom of his blade. But it's apparent now that the Indians need about 4 runs and over. South Africa, for them, they've got to bowl out the Indians. They've got to make all the play. They've got to keep slip fielders in, keep taking wickets at regular intervals, because should it go the distance, it would definitely favour the Indians. They're getting the ball to move, although I'm getting the impression, Ravi, that some balls are skidding onto the bat a lot quicker now. And hence you've got a few shots down the track. Straight drives, flicks to mid-wicket. It was a lot slower when the game started.
Yes, it's been a good track. The ball's come on nicely. Even when you see certain balls carrying to the keeper, the good pace of the pitch.
Suddenly, I say suddenly because only in the last couple of years has dew become a big factor in day-night games. Earlier, no captain in India wanted to chase under lights, but all that has changed. The last 5 games played under lights have been won by the side chasing.
Which is really surprising, and especially the amount of dew and how quickly it comes down. I wonder if it's got to do with this global warming, changes in weather pattern around the world. Well, if it's a regular scene here, then you might just contemplate an earlier start. This is a good line from Nell. Open-chested action. He's getting the ball around the off-stump area, just outside, looking to draw Tendulkar forward. He has the ability to get the ball to straighten after pitching. Like that. This is good bowling.
Really, the South Africans are doing a terrific job at the moment. They're bowling the right line. They're doing everything right, but not getting the edges. I can remember at least 6 or 7 such instances. And another day, it finds an edge, and you're back in the pavilion. That's how close this game of cricket can be.
A maiden good one from Nell. 79 for 2. 21 for 6 South Africa made. Indian reply 79 for 2, maintaining a good run rate.
That's well played. Soft hands, waited for the ball to come abreast and then just let it hit the bat, making sure that he controlled it. The 2 slips. Now this can be a difficult shot to play. Both have been woefully short of runs in this series, Sachin and Rahul. Today they're doing a fine job. Partnership of 34. This has been an absolute treat from the fielding aspect. Both the Indians and now the South Africans, both of them, both the teams have put up such a splendid display. This man is very, very quick.
Gets the single. Gautam Gambhir was used as the super sub out at the top of the order, so there's depth in batting today. There's Yuvraj, Kaif, Dhoni, Pathan, Agarkar, Harbhajan can also contribute towards the end.
27 of 20 by Sehwag. A little unlucky today, but he played an important innings, opened the game up. He's been doing a lot of those 30s, 20s, 50s, 40s, not really getting a move on, getting starts, but the way he's playing, he's making an important contribution even with those 20s and 30s, because he has the effect of sort of opening the game up. The runs come quickly.
Yes, very unfortunate to be a judged leg before. Went in full flow. Since then, these two have added 37. The luck not going South Africa's way at the moment. 83 for 2 and drinks being called for.
Well, they had the 2 wickets early. Since then, these two, Tendulkar and Dravid, have put on 37 of 61. 1 wicket for Ntini for 29. He bowled briskly, and Pollock as usual. 1 for 36. He got the breakthrough, but he wasn't as frugal as he normally is. Sehwag really creamed into him. Nell and Langefeld at the moment are keeping things under control.
In the air, forced ball after Drenks and Tendulkar dismissed. In fact, it was Ashwal Prince who's taken a magnificent catch there. That was slapped hard by Sachin Tendulkar, but this South African fielding is brilliant.
Unbelievable. This is right from the meat of the bat. Take a look at that. No reaction time, just the leap to the right, but they make it stick. This is a huge, huge blow for the Indians. Except Tendulkar walks back. 83 for 3 now. Tendulkar out for 30.
Yuvraj Singh comes out to the middle. He's got that away fine. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. No signal from the umpire, so a boundary and Yuvraj on his way. How often we've seen straight after the drinks break a wicket falling. The reason why Yuvraj is there is because Tendulkar was dismissed in this fashion.
Short, couldn't quite keep it down. And that is an absolutely fabulous catch. And there's the bowler's reaction. Take a look at the reaction time. Just 0.68 of a second. Got to get your hands in place and hold it. So the support bowler is doing a fine job now. On Renell and Langefeld, both of them getting the ball to move, keeping an aggressive line. They're searching for wickets. And they've got the big one, Sachin Tendulkar. Well said, Sachin Tendulkar, I might add.
Yes, you got a game on now, and the crowd know it. 50,000 people in here. Nell deciding to change the angle, coming around the wicket.
Yuvraj Singh is in fine form. He's got 164 runs in the series, 100 at Hyderabad. That was when India were 5 down for almost nothing. And then in Kolkata he got 53. Well, from India's perspective, they'd want him to carry on the good work here as well. Nell is coming from round the wicket, angling the ball into the left-handed Yuvraj. He's got the ball to move. There's a lot of humidity as well, so there's a lot of commitment being shown there. Lots to play for both sides. These are crucial 10-15 overs of the game, of the series.
"18 overs gone, 87 for 3. "87 for 3. A big responsibility now on the shoulders of the captain, Rahul Dravid.
got a left-hander in. All they need now to keep doing is churning the singles over. Just 3 runs, 4 runs and over is enough. Don't need to take any rash risks.
That's gone away fine and quickly. Just the single on that occasion.
It's been very impressive, Langefeld. The angles that he bowls at, the movement that he gets, and at the pace that he regularly bowls at. It's always coming at you. Just can't afford to let your guard down. Normally keeps angling it into the right-handers, but then surprises you with one that's slightly overpitched, gives it a little bit of time to swing away from the right-handers. Pollock bowled 6, 1 for 36. Normally has 6, 1 for 16, but it was during the Sehwag that he really gave a few runs to. Good foot forward by Rahul Dravid. That's good to see. Reach the pitch with the deliveries. Plant that foot forward. We've seen most of the Indians wanting to stick onto the back foot. This is a nice step forward, getting to the line.
Again, hesitation in the running. Dravid wanted the single, but Yuvraj said no. Luckily, the call was quick.
Dravid was sure that there was a run. Yuvraj didn't quite think so. 4 fielders round on the offside like a ring, stifling that single.
Another tidy over from Langefeld. Just 2 of it, 89 for 3. So Nell continuing from around the wicket.
Really wanting to cramp Yuvraj for space. He's going to use that angle into the left-hander. Now from there, if he can get one to even straighten, that's the tough one. And that can be lethal.
Both the bowlers are bowling at the moment, complementing each other nicely. So important that you have 2 bowling well in tandem to build the pressure. Nell into his 5th over, he's conceded just 14. Langefeld even better, 4 overs for 9.
When you're defending a total of around 220, you need a phase like this, like these two are putting on. Almost 9 overs for 24 runs. That's when things start happening. They've also taken a wicket, the big one. the pressure starts mounting, the singles are not coming as frequently as desired. So this is a good phase from South Africa's perspective. These two are doing a fine job.
Busy action, tall man, gets wide of the crease, very open-chested.
Such an open-chested action Nell has, and yet he can get the ball to move away from the right-handers. The release is just perfect. And another very tidy over. Just one from it. 20 overs gone, 90 for 3 India. So the lights have taken full effect and all 3 power plays have been used. Nell and Lagerfeld tightening the screws. But both these innings are following roughly the same pattern. The batting coming under a little bit of pressure. The third power play of 5 overs yielding 11 for the South Africans when they were batting, and 10 now for the Indians, or the other way around. It is the other way around, I'm told, but it's around the same pattern. This is when they got stuck a bit. Carlos took a long time to really get settled. So did Prince, using 32 of 9. That was uppish, but in the gap. He likes it in that area, and he's a sweet timer of the ball, Yuvraj. But for a moment his heart may have been in his mouth because he didn't quite control the bounce. There were 2 slips, very wide as well. But he got enough willow on it to guide it to the fence. Yes, he's a kind of player who backs his strength. South Africa know he's strong in that area. They've got 2 people specifically placed there. It's like 2 gullies. There's no first slip. Those 2 gullies in place now. Very unorthodox field setting. No slips. 2 gullies. Backward point. What's good to see, Arun, right through this one-day series is the footwork of Yuvraj. He's become a lot more consistent, but there's no doubt about the fact that he's worked hard on his batting. It looks a lot more assured. Often in the past, that was the reason he didn't score runs consistently. Lazy with the footwork.
96 for 3. .77 for 3. South Africa were up to 21 overs. India got off to a good start, but they've lost 3 wickets as well. And this is a good period of play with South Africa tightening the screws. It's still anybody's game, this. Intini now brought back into the attack, and in the commentary box, Mike Hazeman is going to be blessed once again, because with him is Lakshman Shiva Rama Krishna.
Worked away leg side, just the one. Yeah, what a bonus that is. 2 in a couple of nights. I knew I was overdue, but this is getting a bit ridiculous. Shiv, how you doing? All right?
Very good, Hazy. And whoever said low scoring games, well, 220 is a low score these days in 50 overs. It's not an interesting one. Cricket has been great, intense. South Africans doing extremely well to pull it back. Looked like Sehwag was cruising. Picked up the important wicket of Tendulkar after the drinks break. Very much even Stevens at this stage.
Yeah, it's crunch time right now. The next hour is going to tell. Such a sweet timer of the ball. Desperate dive from Charles Langefeld. I think that might be referred to the third umpire for a quick squiz.
Get the feeling it might be a boundary. Covered quite a bit of ground in the deep. This is a fast outfield. Was he in contact with the ball? Needed another angle. Too close for comfort.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to tell from this one. It's in his hand now, and he hits the rope. But has he just let go of it? This will give us a better angle. I think it's okay. It just hit his hand and bounced off his hand. Then he went onto that advertising triangle. So I think that's fine. And I think we just know how crucial all these runs saved are going to be. Watch it bounce off his hand straight away. I think that's okay.
Maybe you're okay too. The third umpire needs to be convinced. I think that was good. Good effort in the deep. Was his foot on the ball? Plenty of doubt.
I say it's fine, Shiv.
Let's carry on with the game.
They just took the 1. Correction, they took 2. If 2 runs are given. Now this will show if it bounces off the hand. And I still think it's okay, but obviously the third umpire. Oh, he's given it 4. I wonder how crucial that's going to be in the outcome of this game. That's a bonus 2 runs as far as I'm concerned.
I thought it was a very good decision.
Well, you would.
Well, most of India would.
Right, well, let's hope it doesn't get that close in the end. I suppose what needs to be asked is if there's any doubt, where does the decision go? If the umpire is not 100% convinced that it was a boundary and he had to look at it about 7 or 8 times, surely the benefit should go to the fielding side.
Why would you say that? Any benefit of doubt should be given to the batsman.
Straight back to the ball, Makayantini. Charles Langeveld also is one of those cricketers who used to be a prison warden. So there you go. He's got to be honest.
Well, clearly he was unsighted. Really didn't have a clue where the ball was. The very fact that Antini's in the attack is Graham Smith is looking for another wicket here.
Yeah, that's right. He's the big strike bowler these days, Makayantini. Often he comes back into the attack in the middle of a one-day game and picks up a stick. Also, of course, Smith wants to get him out of the way so he doesn't get trapped with any overs from Mackay at the death. He is going at 6 and over at the moment, so he knows he's going to be a little bit on the expensive side, although his backup bowlers have done an outstanding job. Pegged things back beautifully. Worked away. The call was go, 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 which is not ideal. Bit of confusion for Yuvraj Singh. And just the one result, but it's a good over eventually for India. 7 from it, 103 for 3. Top graph is an interesting graph. It goes from the city centre just to the outer suburbs and then up into the hills where a few wickets fell. And the bottom graph, well, that was just an amazing start by Brenda Sehwag in particular. And then it's been quietened down considerably. When Sehwag was dismissed, India's run rate was 6.73. It's now 4.68. That shows what a good job the likes of Charles Langeveld and also Andre Nel have done. As Dave Tatoy from South Africa, from Touchline Media. Busy snapping away. Obviously not here for a haircut. So Johan Boater it is into the attack. Now Graham Smith will be a little bit concerned about this dew factor, which at the moment, it's 25 minutes past 8 on a Monday evening. This is about the time it starts getting a little bit slippery. But I can't see too many of the South African players with towels. Except for that one, Andrew Hall. That's good fielding as well.
Again, the extra bounce. Senior and Botha get a lot of bounce, not a great deal of turn. Probably the Indians will look at this 10 overs from the off spinner to pick up a few runs. South Africa at this stage were 81 for 3. India 104 for 3.
Yeah, they've got a handy buffer, haven't they? We were talking at the start of the innings how South Africa, most of us think South Africa was some 20 runs shy. Well, they caught that up quite quickly. They've got a buffer of some 23 runs now.
It'll be testing time for Yuvraj Singh, who's been dismissed by an off spinner on numerous occasions. Even part-timers like Andrew Simons have got him out, and in the last match he was leg before. This Manuel Botha. So he's got to be a little circumspect. Again, similar angle from around the stumps.
I think you'll find that he'll be concentrating a lot on bowling the toppies, trying to get some extra bounce, maybe a little bit of turn away. He has got a slip in place. Jacques Kallis, who is very fine. There it is. There's that one we were talking about. That's pretty much the same sort of ball that got him in the last game. Let's have a look at that dismissal.
Again, wide of the crease, pitching in line, hitting the back leg. Would have hit middle and off. Very good decision again.
Worked away. Just the one though. So important, Shiva, as you know, that your first over as a spinner is a good one. It's tight.
Yeah, you've got to stick to your basics, not try too many variations, especially against the Indians who target a spinner. And watch the seam position. It's got to be more towards the gully area. It gets a lot more overspin than side spin. The extra bounce is the result of the overspin.
Yes, I think those who can picture the ball rotating as it goes through when it's being bowled by Harbhajan Singh, that's exactly how you've got to do it. His standard delivery. The seam is basically revolving in one direction, pointing towards the gully for a left-hander, and pointing towards a leg slip, if you like, if he's bowling to a right-hander, rather than just being a little bit scrambled. 2 off the over so far, 1 ball remaining. So that's a good start from Johan Botha. 3 coming from it. 106 for 3. The original rate required was 4.3. Correction, 4.44. Required rate from here is 4.3. 7 wickets in hand. 2 overs shy of the halfway mark. They certainly have had some value for money today, this crowd here in Mumbai. Antini.
All the South African bowlers have been brilliant. Just defending 221. They needed all their balls to bowl well. Sean Pollock again, a bit expensive. Got the ball to do a lot. Picked up the important wicket of Virendra Sehwag. Akai Antini picking up a wicket with this first delivery.
You should also notice that Andrew Hall is not on that bowling card yet. Andrew Hall got 3 wickets in his last game, and I think as this track just starts skidding a little bit more, that's what's going to happen. Will happen when the dew takes a bit of effect. It could well be a track that's going to suit Andrew Hall. And of course he thrives on a challenge, does Hall.
Man inside the ring going to sweep a point. Need to do a little bit of planning. Dravid's been there for 49 balls, playing on 30. He's played some good shots. Yuvraj Singh has been in good form. Partnership work 23. They need one good partnership to get close to the target. Still attacking Graham Smith. There's a slip. 3 men in the ring on the offside, saving single. There's a mid-on as well.
Just half a shout and a shake of the head.
I thought 2 shouts. First for the leg before and then for the caught behind. The bowler went up for the leg before. And then Mark Boucher collected the ball. Well, marginally outside the right of off stump. Even the height is a big concern. And then Mark Boucher collects it. He goes in appeal for the caught behind.
Backward of square leg side. Driver wants a couple, comes back.
Yuvraj will push the senior partner. It's quick between the wickets.
One of the things that Dravid will be concerned about, and will realise he'll have to play his normal solid innings, is look at the 2. Dravid always looking for the second and having a quick squiz as to where the fielder is. to covers, as Kaif's averaging 23 and Dhoni only 15. They're the next two in. 108 for 3. India need 114 runs to win now. And Sachin just poking his head up in the crowd there. Quick change, quick shower, and he's out amongst it. The lookalikes, I've seen lookalike of Mahendra Dhoni. Also Vrinder Sehwag and Sachin Tendulkar at the ground here in Mumbai. And I was talking about the average of Dhoni and also Kaif, of course, I mean in this series. Jan Botha about to start his second over. First one was impressive.
Yuvraj needs to make sure that he doesn't play for big ton. Happened in the previous occasion, he was looking for the big off break, the ball going straight through. It's a bit of dew as well, so the wet ball will not turn.
A little bit of turn from Johan Botha. I really like the way Shiva, the way he puts a lot of work on top of the ball. The top spin gets going, a bit like a top spinner in tennis. So he's got a chance of deceiving the batsman with a little bit of flight and a bit of length as it drops quickly. It's a bit of bounce as well. Nicely bowled.
He certainly will be a good test match bowler with 3 men around the bat with the extra bounce, the bat pads. Look at the seam, very pronounced in the direction of the batsman. More like the top spinners, the leg spinners bowl.
Down. Headed straight back at him a million miles an hour and he couldn't grab it, Botha.
This could prove very crucial indeed. Good trajectory, deceived in the air. You need to take these catches. It's a difficult one though. But as a bowler, you've got to expect the return catches. He reacted very late.
And he's normally very good off his own bowling as well. That's one of his strong points. Bit more flight that time. Yeah, it's one of those catches, Shiv, that as you know, and I think as most cricket watchers know, it either sticks or it doesn't really. Just popped out. But he'll be very disappointed he didn't take that. Another very good over from Botha. 2 runs coming from it, and also should have picked up drive it, I think. 110 for 3. Required rate and the current rate is pretty much bang on at 4.48 and 4.40. The important part of that information there is that they've got 7 wickets in hand. The man I was talking about, Andrew Hall, into the attack now. He has this rare ability, Andrew Hall, of making things happen when he's got the ball in his hand. Often strikes early in a spell. 46 wickets at 26. Not with that sort of line. That's away for 4.
Fifth boundary for Dravid. He moves on to 37. The skipper out there has to battle it out against some very good bowling. But this is just a gentle lose now. Meat and drink for Dravid. Playing it very late to get it fine. And fine enough for a boundary.
Yeah, it's sort of the line as you're running the ball to Rahul Dravid. The sort of line you're saying you just can't go with, because he's going to whip that away for a very simple boundary. Again, it's a bit leg side. Very strong through that mid-wicket region as well as Dravid.
He's got protection. He's got a man at mid-on and mid-wicket. But he's got to be careful with that length. Anything full, Dravid will find the gap. 3 men in the ring on the offside. So the line that Andrew Hall should look at is around the off stump or just outside. He's also quite deceptive, skiddy customer. And if there is a little bit of dew, he'll squid off the surface even quicker.
That's the better line and length.
He's not a very tall man, Andrew Hall, so will not get the bounce that a Sean Pollock or an Andrew Nell gets. So just drawing back the length will not provide the batsman with the bounce that they can play square of the wicket.
Yeah, it's a bustling run-up. No real gathering the crease. He virtually runs through with his delivery.
It's a question of discipline as far as the bowling is concerned, and batting discipline. If India out to win this one.
Very determined. You'll note that most bowlers at this stage just leap up a little bit and gather themselves. He runs straight through the crease. If you haven't faced him before, he's on to you a little bit quicker than what you really think initially. 3 for 36 in Kolkata was his best performance, both with bat and ball, by the way. That is a beauty.
And the tendency to play at something that's quite far. Got a boundary at the first ball, Dravid. 4 dot balls after that. Could have well left it alone.
And up at around about 136 k's per hour as well, which is a little bit quicker than what you normally see from Hall. Four runs off Andrew Hall's first over, 114 for 3. India need 108 to win from 24 overs or 144 deliveries. It really has to be a very good period here for South Africa. They need to pick up a wicket or two. Johan Botha again about to start his third over.
And this is very good captaincy from Graham Smith. 6 men inside the ring. Throwing the challenge to Yuvraj Singh to go over the top. 3 on either side.
Good shot. 1 bounce for. Beautifully played.
Well, he's taken up the challenge. And he also did the right thing by going over mid-wicket. He's not a big turner of the ball, so there is no great risk. And he tried to hit it on the leg side. Good use of the feet. Just the bottom hand coming into play at the last moment to get the elevation. Much needed boundary for the Indians.
And he's cruised to 22. Just 24 balls.
got a bit defensive now. There's protection in the deep mid wicket, and a deep square leg as well.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to bowl this field now when you haven't got a man at mid wicket. Generally, Johan Botha has been forced to bowl outside the line of off stump. And then, of course, you've got the danger of a bit of an experience of dropping the one a little bit short. Ease that one through mid-wicket, just the one. Robin Peterson's down there. The Indians, I guess, will be aware that Robin Peterson can throw with both hands, which is quite a talent. Five off the over so far. And that's where it stays. 119 for 3. It's a threatening stand, this one. 36 off 59 balls. There's been no real urgency about it, but it's been solid. After that drop caught and bowl chance off the captain, Rahul Dravid, put down by Johan Botha a couple of overs ago. What South Africa need to do now, and something they've done throughout the series, has been sniping at the right times.
Well, one of these two, Dravid or Yuvraj, has to bat till the very end. Maybe very similar to Scorecard, had to work very hard for his 91. You need a set batsman at all time, the entire duration of this game as far as the Indians are concerned.
Top of Peterson, the covers, and running away. 4 runs. Gee, this outfield's been quick today.
And for a change, Virendra Sehwag is admiring somebody else's shot. And this one was a real beauty. Low grade pass. Watching the ball onto the bat. Just an extension of defense, making sure he punched it into the ground. Gives you an indication of the hard surface.
Yeah, it just shows how hard the square is here in Mumbai.
Looked in very good touch, Yuvraj. 27 coming of just 30 deliveries. Majority of the runs coming in boundaries.
And it's under 3 figures to win now.
That will be something psychological. The Indians have quite a bit of batting left, but you don't need anybody else coming in at this stage. You need the experience and the talent that these two possess.
Flipped away, just the one though.
I think he was surprised by the short delivery, Yuvraj Singh. The initial movement was onto the front foot and then changed his mind at the last moment.
They've got themselves a 25-run buffer at the moment, India. Same stage, South Africa with 99 for 3. Andrew Hall is pretty keen to bowl fairly straight. Just to strengthen that onside field a little bit. There's a catcher at short mid-wicket. The ball is just starting to get a little bit on the slippery side.
And that's not a very good sign for the bowling side. I think the South Africans have been outstanding with their bowling. Line and length has been good. just one wide and one leg by. No balls. Very disciplined in their effort, making India work extremely hard for every run.
Yes, India had 8 wides and 2 no balls. Five off the over, 124 for 3. Again, just advancing down the track a couple of places. And 2 more the result. Time for a change of voice in the commentary box. It's going to be Ravi Shastri and Robin Jackman.
Thanks very much, Mike. South Africa needs 7 wickets, that's the bottom line. I don't think they can win it any other way but by bowling India out. There's an appeal, little similar to the last shout in the last game, but the only difference is he's not successful with this one.
There was turn, would have missed off stump. Last time Botha got Yuvraj, it was with an arm ball.
Be a leg by.
I think this is a very important innings from Yuvraj Singh. He's taken the pressure off Dravid in many ways. He's allowed Dravid just to play the role of sheet anchor, just hang in there. He's got the strike moving along and the scoreboard. 30 of just 34 balls, 5 boundaries. Like Robin Jackman said, I think wickets the order of the day. So Smith will have to think of who his strike bowlers are in a situation like this, and take the gamble of bringing them on.
One more ball left on this over. There's one. If I wanted a wicket, I'd always throw in the ball. A little bit of stick today when it's 6 and over. 127 for 3. For 3 then. A huge amount of security here in this ground. It's absolutely to capacity. As you were saying, Ravi, the pressure that Yuvraj Singh has taken off Rahul Dravid. We must give a thought to the police force here in Mumbai for taking the pressure off all of us and getting to our positions by making sure that all the gangways and everything are clear. It's a big job.
I saw even you were escorted going round the corner.
Good stroke. He's in very good form, Yuvraj Singh. He really is. Scintillating 100 in a game that India lost. He's such a dangerous player.
Yes, he has the ability to keep the scoreboard ticking along, the ability to hit the boundaries. Very clean striker of the ball.
good aggressive bouncer from Hall. Invariably, someone of fast medium pace suddenly produces a bouncer. It's the surprise element that gives the batsman a problem.
And this is the second time he's surprising Yuvraj. The first time he got some bat on it. It's one for the over. If you see Yuvraj, he likes to get onto the front foot early on, even as the bowler is just about to release the ball.
Very good over so far, 4 dot balls. It's wickets. Now, can South Africa lure India into making errors by putting pressure on them with dot balls? I don't think so. I think as long as Rahul Dravid's there, we won't entertain any of that. Be happy to play a couple of maidens out, makes no difference. One.
Hit that so sweetly, it's burst through the man at short mid-wicket and isn't going to get to the boundary, and nobody ran after it. Cullis was the man who had beat, and Johan Botha assumed it was going for 4 and didn't run after it, but they only got 3, 131 for 3. South Africa put into bat by India, managed only 221 for 6. Cullis 91, but the feeling up here was that there was a accelerator needed pushing a little bit earlier than he did. India 131 for 3, coasting. Beautiful shot. Only 1 run though. As was a stroke off the last ball of the last over, when he pinged it through mid-wicket, and Cullis, picture on the left, couldn't stop it.
Yes, it was in the air, but just short of Cullis, and Yuvraj Singh thought it was a certain boundary. Now, this is a good contest. The off-spinner with the left-hander looking to chip down the track. He's bowled well to Yuvraj.
Brings up the 50 partnership. Off 80 balls, it was what was required. Rahul Dravid's played a responsible innings, and Yuvraj Singh has just added the momentum. He was so right. I know, Ravi, you and I have felt that number 3 was the slot for Rahul, but certainly in the top 4, it's critical that he doesn't bat any lower than that.
He's a specialist batsman, and I think he was floating too much up and down the order, and then not quite getting the rhythm going as a batsman. This is a pressure match. Good to see him come out of his normal position. Yuvraj is quick, and he has to hurry and dive.
Pollock, the fielder. Good throw, well gathered in too by Johan Botha on the half volley. But Yuvraj already there. In fact, he looked like he'd been there for 20 minutes, didn't it? Oh! 135 for 3.
135 for 3. Dravid 43, Yuvraj 32 from just 41 deliveries. Didn't quite get hold of that. Get a couple. Yeah, Ravi, we were discussing Dravid just now and where he should bat. Where he's so talented is that once he's got in and then the middle overs, the field spreads, he's one of the best around at just knocking it for one and making use of those holes.
And it's very comforting for the dressing room when you have someone like Dravid in a situation like this. Big game. Oh, what a shot. He oozes class, this man, every time he plays shots like that. Makes it look easy.
Look how he stays on it. Look how he stays on it with his hands. Watch the hands. Nice and high, bang, full face of the bat. Read the maker's name. Beautiful.
And that's what he's done without taking too many risks. He's scored at a very good rate in the circumstances, 38 of 44. And that's put the pressure right back on South Africa now. They need to break this partnership. These two stay for another 7-8 overs. They could take the game away from South Africa.
Yeah, you're quite right. It's got to happen now.
Mentioned earlier, he's worked really hard on his batting. Plenty of chats with Greg Chappell, the coach. I think one very noticeable thing with his footwork is the conscious effort to stay flexed with that front leg of his when he's looking to play forward. At times he was a little too upright and erect, lazy with that front foot, hence not very consistent.
Graham Smith has been quite innovative in moving people. He's just now got Jacques Kallis in a straight, short mid-on position. Thread on drive. Had to take him out of slip to do that. He was at a wide sort of fourth slip. Six from the over. 141 for 3.
What's that clean drink? Drink. Let's go. I'll go off the drink to do, sir.
Dravid opens his shoulders. He's decided he's not going to be bowled to with a mid-on up and the mid-off up. He's going to go over the top to put one of them back.
Yes, and a good time to put the pressure on the young bowler. First ball of the over. And he's chipped down nicely, picked his spot. I think the time has come for Graham Smith to get back his main strike bowlers. He can't leave it too late. Pollock, Ntini, Nell have got to be used.
Maybe a couple more. I quite agree. I'd have had Pollock back than Nell 3-4 overs ago. have to get wickets. There's Dravid just talking. Yuvraj through it, steady. We got 6 this over. It's fine. Dravid goes to 50, and a very, very valuable one it is too. The timing of it, in lots of ways, is perfect.
Well, come at the hour, come at the man. The captain rises to the occasion, as does the dressing room. This is a fine innings under pressure.
This is 65th one-day international 50. Yuvraj hit that very hard, and Botha did well to stop it. Bowled, more bowled. It's gone for 1, so 8 off the over. 33 overs are gone. Drinks will be beckoned onto the field, and the score's 149 for 3.
The 3 partnerships, 66 these two have added, and we've had a drinks break. South Africa and India would remember what happened after the last drinks break. Tendulkar was out to the first ball that Nell bowled after the break. So as a batsman, you've got to regather your concentration. If you're on the fielding side, you've got to believe that there is an opportunity.
Now back into the attack is absolutely necessary. I must feel that he should have a slip as well. Wickets critical. I was listening to the test match from Australia this morning. Bill Laurie says, I don't know what it is. You middle the ball these days, and all you end up doing is getting threatened.
And sometimes ending up being run out, as Inzamam found out in Pakistan.
What a shocking decision that was. Made by the third umpire as well. Had the rule book lying on the table. .47 balls for the first 50. That included the lambasting Sehwag and Tendulkar. You know, just because Sehwag played some great shots inside a very short space of time, Tendulkar scored a runner ball.
Well, this is good, intelligent cricket from the captain. He knows just his presence out there will be comforting for the dressing room. He's got to finish it off from India's point of view. So he's concentrating hard.
Away, just the 2. And the end of the over. 34 overs gone now. 153 for 3, India. .53 for 3, and Langerfeldt. So that's the route that Smith's gone. Nell and Langerfeldt to try and get a breakthrough. Jan Buerta bowled his 5 overs for 15, which is very acceptable at the beginning of your career in India against some of the best players of spinners in the world. Split field for Langerfeldt. 5 offside 4 leg. That'll be third man's duty. And bring Yuvraj Singh on to strike. You know, every time I see this bloke play, I'm nothing but impressed. I think he times the ball sweetly, yet he doesn't seem to have played the amount of Test cricket that I would expect him to. Is there? Why can't he get into this Test side, really?
I think he's pushing hard, and he's got the talent. You're dead right. He got a brilliant 100 in Pakistan. And India had a very strong middle order, and he's struggled to really get in. But I think he's ready now and should be given a run, not just 1 or 2 Test matches. And because of shots like that, he's got the time. He's a quality player. A genuine match winner in the one-day game. This was uppish, but hit really hard.
You could see it was past Langerfeldt before he reacted. It wasn't a foot straighter. It hit him straight between the eyes. Moves on to 46. Don't be surprised if he doesn't get 50 in this over. It's not as if he hasn't got a decent technique either. You know, he just looks a complete cricketer. He can do a little bit with the ball as well. You know, in a Test match situation where you tried your front line spinners and they haven't worked, who knows? Terrific fielder.
Yes, and he's worked hard on his game. You can see the footwork. He's a lot more assured, and what I like in this series against South Africa is his application. He's selective in his shot making, got runs under pressure.
It's just quite a difficult squad to get in the 11 from. You're 15 in one squad for one Test match.
I think the problem will be the composition. What combination India might want to go into for a series in India now with Dhoni and Pathan batting really well. Do they want to go with 5 or 6 batsmen?
Was that a catch? Oh well, that was a little silly because no one had gone anywhere. It was a wonderful stop to start with by Ontong. We'll have a look at that in a moment. 158 for 3. 63 to win then, India, from 90 balls with 7 wickets in hand. Sort of game that should be done and dusted. It's wide, almost as if there are celebrations taking place at the back of the stand already. And a brief firework display. And to enjoy the fireworks, Aaron Lal and Mike Esmond.
Thanks, Robin. Yes, the fireworks have started. They might be going on for some time, the way India are playing at the moment. 7 wickets in hand, that's the crucial part about it. I can't help but think, if South Africa got those extra 20 runs that we were talking about earlier, that rate required from here would be 4.5 rather than the 4.2. And it really was a fascinating innings for those of you who perhaps were at work in South Africa or maybe in India and didn't see it. Just remarkable. But 178 deliveries went by between boundaries. There's no doubt in my mind they should have got the 240 mark, which would have put India, I think, under quite a bit of pressure tonight in front of this sort of crowd.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. In fact, I was quite amazed, Mike, that then in the afternoon. You've got 2 set batsmen in there. They need 7 wickets to be taken. So at the moment, they need wickets desperately, South Africa.
Yeah, their dream is slipping away. Their dream becoming the first South African side to win a one-day series in India is slowly but surely slipping away, unless something extraordinary happens. Like a little nick as it goes through to the keeper. And a steer.
Well, he is predictable, Nell. But you've got to say that been a little luckless, the South Africans. Lots of balls that have gone past the bat. No edges. Haven't had the rub of the green at all.
It's beautifully timed. Beautifully timed, clipped away off his thigh pad. Callis trying to swoop and save the second run, doesn't do so.
Yuvraj on 49. That would be his second 50 in this series. Got 53 in Kolkata. He got a brilliant 100 in Hyderabad. So he's really having a wonderful time in this series. These are very, very important runs, not only for the series, but for the career. And just as I say that, they've got the big one. They've got Yuvraj saying just what South Africa wanted, the edge, and taken quite easily by Boucher.
Well, he's a direct cricketer, Andre Nell. There might be a few smiles and a few stares, but he does the business. The line is right. Just fending for it a little bit, and a healthy nick through to Mark Boucher, who does the rest. And Nell starts his huge celebration and almost falls over. So Yuvraj Singh goes for a very well played 49. India now 162 for 4. Mahendra Dhoni, averaging nearly 50. Let's round it up to 50. He's a wonderful player, this man. Hasn't got going so far in this series yet, averaging just over 15 in this series. And they need 60 to win from 84 balls, so they still need to go at just 4.3. That extra 20 runs would have really bumped that up to close to 6 now. Pollock it is. South Africa will be only too aware if they can pick up another quick wicket now with this pressure in front of 50,000 people. It's going to get pretty intense out there for India.
Absolutely. Just come at the right time. This is a big wicket. Just that faint outside edge, and Boucher doing the rest. He's trying to guide it to third man, which is the norm in one-day cricket for his 50.
Confirmation with Snicko. You know, I reckon and Andre Nell has got more chance of pulling a muscle in his celebration than he has in bowling.
He certainly is pumped up. But really, South Africa have got now a foot in the door. They've got an opening that they can try and capitalize on, although India just need 59. But a wicket now could be handy.
And this is handy as well, the fact that Sean Pollock has got 3 overs and 4 balls remaining in his 10. That'll be the pattern to Dhoni. They will not allow him to get on the front foot. Although that lady in the crowd would have liked it.
That's way above his head, but he saw it coming. Quite easily done there.
I think he might be tempted to put in a slip as well. Dhoni just arriving. Oh, goodness me. Boucher tried his best. Tipped it over the top of the bar, and 2 runs the result.
How right you are. This could have been taken quite easily by slip, and Boucher then wouldn't have had to make this kind of an attempt. That was rather acrobatic. Got his gloves there, but couldn't quite get the entire glove behind the ball. Just the webbing. So close.
And still no slip. They need wickets. Simple as that. 57 required from 79 balls. We'll forget about that extra 20 now. 6 wickets in hand. That's the important part of this equation. He's got no option. He's got to put in a slip. Dhoni's going to play shots. It's tidy from Pollock, but almost snaffled one. 165 for 4. Rahul Dravid has played superbly tonight. I think he was quite hurt after the proceedings in Kolkata, and very determined, and so far at 53 not out of 83 balls is doing a sterling job. Graham Smith has inquired, I think just a polite inquiry to see if that ball can be changed, and umpire Harper, once it was referred to him, was having none of it.
Well, really, what a fabulous innings this has been by Rahul Dravid. Under the circumstances, he's still there, and he needs to be there. It isn't over yet. Not over by a long shot. As long as Dravid is there, the dressing room would be feeling a little secure. He's the set batsman with all the right kind of temperament for an occasion like this. But should they snare him now, the South Africans would feel that they've got more than an even chance.
I'll tell you what, there's one guy who is with the ball in his hand who's doing his very, very best at the moment. He wants Dravid. He got him in the first game with a terrific delivery. Look at the determination on that face. It's a lovely drive though, and it's gone. That is beautifully played. Great control from Dravid.
I guess that must have been one of the reasons they wanted to change the ball. It's coming very nicely onto the bat, but this is a class shot. Just take a look at the high elbow, the straight face of the bat. Good footwork, just making sure that it goes very straight into the right of the bowler. Follow through is on the offside. You play it onto the onside very deliberately. Get 4 for it.
Yeah, it's clever batting. It really is. Just playing with the angle, if you like, of delivery. Yeah, he's starting to have a few problems now with his ball, which is no real surprise. Pulled away this time, just the one.
Hasn't had much of a series so far. Dhoni played a terrific part and was man of the series against Sri Lanka.
I'm not sure that's even going to work in a schoolyard these days.
I think it's more to pump himself up for the occasion. Just keep himself focused, determined, and maybe will his way to a wicket.
Yeah, Dhoni really looked worried, didn't he? Looked absolutely terrified. Inside edge, and that's going to add to frustration. That's a bit of bad luck for Nell.
Say whatever, at least you can't fault him for trying. That was close. Tremendous commitment. He believes that he can do it. There's a little bit of inward movement. Almost got his man. You want to interpret that?
No.
Frustration.
Sliding leg side, certainly hit the pad, and then the bat. He has a bit of a mutter at Dhoni, does Andre Nell. Maybe a bit of a yell at him. 10 runs off the over, 175 for 4. Sean Pollock again, starting his 8th over now. To Dhoni. He's desperately trying to get that ball swapped. I think Graham Smith having the odd chat and a bit of a chuckle with umpire Harper. Old Dravid actually off camera is just getting in and having a chat with Harper as well to make sure it doesn't happen.
On the one hand, he's got a kerchief which he's using to dry the ball, and then I saw him shine it with a little bit of sweat and spit.
Trying for the each way bet, you reckon?
That's the field set. 2 in the deep for Dhoni. In fact, 3 on the offside. And that's the onside field.
Yeah, there's no real pressure at the moment. Dravid's playing nicely. Dhoni knows if he occupies the crease, his strike rate is going to be very good. Just under 4.1 required now. It could have been a very different story for South Africa this evening. Ashwell Prince took an absolute blinder to get rid of Sachin Tendulkar, but here's a look at some of the chances that were missed. That would have been a beauty from Sean Pollock, but he'll be dark that he didn't catch that. And there was Dravid, also another caught and bowled that was grassed. And Dhoni, when he had just arrived at the crease, hadn't got off the mark, and Boucher trying his best but also not sticking. Sehwag dropped on 13. Unlucky for some, lucky for others. Dravid on 32.
They're going to come back for 2. Now, for the life of me, I can't understand why they don't have a slip in position. They've got Pollock bowling at off-stump line. Just 45 to get off 67. 6 wickets in hand. Just got to work at the wickets. There's very little chance of building up pressure now with just 45 runs to go.
That's the end of Pollock's 8th. 2 from it, 177 for 4. Looks like this Pepsi Cup series is going to be shared 2-2 between India and also South Africa. India, of course, have had to come back in the series after South Africa took an early lead. 1-0 up in Hyderabad, then they were playing catch-up, but now they're right back in it. And the trophy is going to be shared by the looks of things. South Africa actually jump on the Silver Bird at 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. Straight back to South Africa, a couple of days at home, and they're off to Australia for some 2 months. So it really is a tough call for the South Africans. Of course, conditions are going to be far different in Australia than they've seen in the games here in India. Won by 5 wickets in the first game, that day game in Hyderabad. India won by 6 in Bangalore on a turn-up. Torrential rain in Chennai. Didn't see any cricket. And then, of course, in Kolkata was a 10-wicket victory for South Africa.
So the Indians have shown character coming back and trying very, very hard, because that was a comprehensive defeat in Kolkata. Good comeback by the Indians. This man has been very resolute.
You cannot bowl there. He loves him in that region, does Dravid. He's just been so controlled today. Apparently at the press conference after the game in Kolkata was visibly upset, Rahul Dravid, with the way things unfolded that evening, not just on the park. He's done the business so far. This won't be a half volley.
They can do it in singles if they want. They need just about 4 runs and over. South Africa have to get in a few more fielders in the circle, not give away the singles, make them work for the boundaries, make them go for the big shots. It's now desperate stations as far as they're concerned.
Hasn't quite got onto that, just the one. I think South Africa had a bit of a chance today in this last game. Obviously the toss didn't go their way, but they were pretty well positioned after losing a couple of early wickets. I mean, they didn't really take control where they should have taken control and pushed the issue. They tried to put India under enormous pressure in front of 50,000 people in Mumbai. And then, of course, the bonus wicket of Vrinder Sehwag, who was adjudged LBW. Good shot, and through. 2 more runs. 182 for 4. So 40 overs gone, South Africa the same stage. We're 155 for 3. India has handed a lead, 182 for 4. And drive at 16 out of 90 balls, and Dhoni's just arrived. I agree with a couple out of those, but not maybe the last one. Well, the second last one, I should say. Dhoni disaster.
For the opposition, he means.
Oh, okay. Saxon the master, of course, that's for sure. And Vrinder Sehwag certainly put on a bit of a treat early today and entertained a few people. Ball change. Smith looks like he might have got his way. I agree with that one. Benefit for South Africa here is this ball will be drier. It won't be skidding on the greasy surface onto the bat as the other one has been doing. Gee, they've got to perform a little miracle here to get back in the game, South Africa. Quite interesting, the toss that Rahul Dravid said that he's encouraged his players to get out and have some fun and enjoy their cricket. That's something that both teams have done throughout this series, a very important part of it. You've got to make sure you love playing at this level and really enjoy the challenge.
Well, they've got a drier ball, or at least a dry ball. The surface of the wicket would be a little greasy, no doubt. But this is probably their last chance. They need a couple of wickets now.
Here's an edge, and it's gone through for 4. Shake of the head from Sean Pollock.
Can you explain to me and to Pollock why you don't have a slip?
No.
Really unbelievable, unbelievable. You need wickets, and you don't have a slip. Genuine edge there. A wicket now would be a lot of pressure and -4 runs. Yes, it's not an easy game, Mr. Pollock.
It really is very, very basic, the only way, and Robin Jackman said it when he went on air about maybe an hour and a half ago. The only way the South Africa were going to win this game was to bowl India out. That was going to be the call, and Graeme Smith has certainly missed a beat here. Had to have the slips in, had to at least be looking to get wickets. Dhoni would have gone for naught, Dravid would have been gone then, if they'd carried, and obviously if they'd stuck.
Well, there's nothing extra to extend. You don't get bonus points to extend the game to the end. I'd even favor getting in the fielders to save the singles now, even at the expense of conceding a boundary or two, because you need them to play those extravagant shots and maybe make an error.
Sent back, direct hit, would have been trouble for Dhoni. Peterson was converging, Pollock was converging. I think Smith was in two minds whether to try and get it back reasonably softly or have a shot at the stumps.
Well, a direct hit was absolutely out, but even if he'd collected it here, Pollock didn't realize that Peterson was already behind the stumps. He tried to take it on the bounce, didn't judge it.
Yeah, Peterson, I think, was the man to take it. Pollock should have let it, but he wouldn't have known that Peterson was there. Peterson might have been screaming, but hard to hear in these sort of conditions. I still think that Peterson wouldn't have had enough time to take the ball and also take the bars off. White called. I guess we could add that to our missed chances list. Sliding leg side. Single off the last ball of the over from Pollock. So 9 runs coming from that over. 191 for 4. A simple equation for India. 31 required from 54 balls with 6 wickets in hand. In the commentary box now to take you through to the end of this series. Laxman Shivaramakrishnan and Robin Jackman.
9 overs of it, thank you, Michael. And I don't think the 50th over will be bowled. Maybe not even the 48th. Why the ball was replaced. It's quite difficult to see when it gets there. It's not so much that it's in shocking condition, it's just that it's got very dirty, very sort of green.
He's bowled well, Andrew Nell. Into his 10th over, 2 for 35. Tall man getting the extra bounce even at this stage of the game.
Soccer skills. There you go. Classy. National Prince, the budding soccer star.
They've managed to tuck up Dhoni in the short deliveries. Not offered him a lot of width, right into the ribcage. This partnership has been very crucial. 29 between these two. Yuvraj was dismissed for 49. The score was 162.
Raynell has lots of different ways of expressing himself, but I haven't seen this one before. Very good over though. It's a maiden. 191 for 4. .31 to win. Make a lot of Indian people happy, not only just here in Mumbai or at the ground, but all over the country. They've played good positive cricket in this game. South Africa, we all felt, were always 20 to 30 short. A couple of catches could have made a difference. They were all very hard chances, but wow, I wonder what would have happened had they been held. No, it's teeny.
Well, Graham Smith at times didn't employ a slip. We saw Dhoni was let off by Boucher. First slip would have been a sitter, and then Rahul Dravid when the ball was chased. Is he going to have a slip at this stage? Mackay Anthony has the ability to pick up wickets. At times when he can be expensive as well. No slips. 6 men inside the ring, 4 on the offside, 2 on the leg side.
Smith has bowled out his strike bowlers almost. Pollock's got 1 left. Nell's finished. 10 overs, 2 for 35. A fine bowling spell from him. He's got Langerfeldt, he's got a few left. Botha has, but I don't see him bowling again. Hall. Slip, 3rd slip in position. I'll tell you what I've been really impressed with, Shivi, is this pitch. You know, it has an appearance of a typical subcontinental pitch, a sort of sandy look about it, albeit that it's the sort of sand that you find on English beaches rather than Caribbean beaches. It's got a sort of yellowy colour to it. It's pulled away for 4, but it's got the pace for batsmen to be able to really play and get value for their shots.
It's got something in it for everybody, the bowlers and the batsmen. Far too short, enough time to Rahul Dravid to latch onto that. Important thing, wasn't into the shot in a hurry, made sure you got the placement right.
Smith's got a hand to it, but it's raced away for 4. Another half chance.
Certain days when things go your way, it's going to go very much in your favor. He's in pain. Graham Smith made a great effort, was standing wide in the slips. Held the edge. Oh, just a fingertip. Might have cracked the middle finger or the ring finger in his left hand. The Indians wouldn't be too worried. They look at the 4 runs that Rahul Dravid got. A great delivery again from Mancini.
I think he might well be coming off, Graham Smith. Immediately the thoughts go to just in 3 days' time. He gets on a plane to Australia, so he'll be hoping that there's nothing too serious about that. You can see there, we all went ouch when that happened, because you could see that it went nowhere near the sort of, if you like, the fleshy part of the finger. It looks like he's hit it straight on the end. And it's a very hard ball, that. .200 up as another one just gets guided down to third man. And with Smith off the field, Jacques Kallis takes over as captain of South Africa.
So just 22 required in 43 balls.
.200 for 4.
So the first 50, the quickest. Virendra Sehwag goes on a roll. And a couple of wickets fell. The rebuilding process, the fourth 50 coming in good time. And for the third or fourth time, we're seeing the ball being changed. It's been one of the problems in the subcontinent with the white balls, generally around the 35 overs to 40 over mark. Just tends to lose colour. The dew factor here making it even worse. And the dry ball will have a far more pronounced seam, which should help the bowlers. But Dravid has done extremely well on 74, coming on just 99 balls, 10 fours in that. And he's getting it wet. Sean Pollock.
I've seen anybody shine a ball on their chest before. Not inside the shirt, anyway.
Known to bowl very well in the death, Shah Lagerfeld.
Should be a couple here. No.
Well, the bounce in this pitch has been true. We're in the 44th over. Second innings. Though it's not been a batting beauty, cricket has been very intense and interesting.
Not turning point, because nothing happened. And another really interesting point of this game was when we felt that Dravid had edged the ball to the keeper. Nobody appealed, neither the bowler nor the keeper. For the life of me, there was a noise. It's really similar to the other one. That's the scuff marks you see there is because of the rough pitch. Oh, there's a neck. Did hear that one, and off he goes. Down he goes, but I think it might all be just a little bit too late.
Again, a good delivery. In the zone where most batsmen would be tempted to playing it, and the length was good too. Had Dhoni in two minds, neither forward nor back foot, just feeling for it, no movement of the feet. Faint little tickle and straightforward catch to Mark Boucher. Dhoni's gone for 12, India 201 for 5.
What a handy guy to come in a situation where it might be construed as being a little bit of a wobble on in the dressing room, but really 20 odd to get, 21 to be precise. One man was 75 not out. The specialist batsman comes in at number 7. Slipping a gully in place.
He's made a deep square leg to keep Mohammad Kaif thinking. The odd shot delivery.
It's not a good spot to bowl it. It's only one.
That ideally he'd like to bowl as many dot balls as possible to the new man in. Here's South Africa letting him off the hook, and this is how Dhoni went. He's looking in the direction of covers. That's where he intended to play the ball, rather than looking at the ball onto the bat. Big edge from the Sneeko.
No ball. Does not help the cause for the visitors.
So 18 required into the teens now. The countdown would have begun in the dressing room. A lot of field changing here. Slip and a gully, as Rob mentioned. The sweeper comes in from deep point into the single hitting position. 3 in the ring on the offside. Leading from the front, the skipper, Rahul Dravid. 76. He's had to work hard. He's the kind of player that has great ability. Powers of concentration for long hours.
End of the over. 44 gone, 204 for 5.
Put into bat South Africa after Rahul Dravid won the toss. 221 is what they managed in 50 overs. Good bowling by the Indians. In reply, India 204 for 5. At this stage, South Africa were 175 for 4, which means they got 46 runs in the last 6 overs, South Africa.
Interesting the difference between these two teams today. South Africa's innings at 221 contained 15 fours and 1 6. India's innings at 204 already contains 27 fours and 1 6. And 5 of the 15 fours that South Africa hit came in the last 5 overs, and so did the 6. A.B. de Villiers on for Graham Smith.
The last few games he hasn't clicked. Mohammad Kaif. Just 17 required. Slip and a gully for Ntini. Ntini into his 9th over. Picked up a wicket with his first delivery of Gautam Gambhir. That was a big setback for India. This is the kind of start South Africa needed. Said that they made it very, very difficult for India to get these runs.
It's good bowling from Ntini because he's got it on target, which he's got to do because he's got to get him out. There's no point in bowling it short and wide outside or stump with bounces and things like that. It's got to be on target to get him out. It's 2 from the over. 5 left, 206 for 5. India coasting home now. 5 overs left. 206 for 5. 222's the target. And that's eaten a couple of those away.
Bit of relief for Mohammad Kaif for that shot. So a lot of people inside the ring, which means there are gaps to be had. He does get a fair amount of time. He can get himself a boundary. Mohammad Kaif just a little tentative, trying to give his captain company till the end. Just 2 runs from that shot.
Cullis, who played an innings of 91 today in a partnership with mainly with Boucher. Between the 16th and the 44th over, South Africa failed to hit a boundary. And that's is going to hurt them. And that's not. That's not going to hurt India, anyway. It's just that period of time that singles were pretty plentiful, but boundaries were barren. And it's cost South Africa 20 to 30 runs. And wow, what sort of difference could that have made? They caught their catches, it could have made a difference too, but we were talking about the missing runs before the catches went down.
Certainly has been a disappointing day for South Africa. It looks like one-day cricket is returning to old methods. In the mid-80s, when India did well, they'd often win the toss and elect to field, and then prefer to chase. And in the recent past, they've done that.
Old.
'77 for Dravid.
That's well stopped by Boucher. Oh, I thought I heard it hit something. I thought I heard it hit a pad as it went past the bowler, the batsman, I should say.
Well, the bowler is not disappointed, but it took a long time for Hariharan. Deep in thought. Well, did clip something with thigh pad.
There's a wry grin from Langerfeldt. How can it be a wide if it hits bloke on the leg? Well fielded. Big fella going down to his left. Fairly resigned now, South Africa, I think, to the fact that they're going to come second here this evening. Beautiful stroke, and that is the advantage of having a specialist batsman come in these situations. 216 for 5. .216 for 5 then. 24 balls to be bowled, 6 runs to win.
Reasonable contributions from Tendulkar. Well taken catch by Prince at point to get into Tendulkar. Sehwag played some glorious shots in his 27.
Just be one more to Dravid.
And then there was a good partnership between Yuvraj Singh and Dravid. Otherwise, India could have been in the spot of bother. But the best thing Dravid's done is made sure he played till the very end. And just under 74 is a good strike rate on a pitch as this, and against the bowling, which has been top class.
That's a couple.
One shot away from victory. Come back quite strongly after the game in Kolkata. Still very pensive, but must be a very happy man inside Greg Chappell.
It's a funny old game, you know. As a bowler, you don't want the winning runs hit off you. Tini will be desperately trying to get through this over. There he's asking how many. So you can leave it to somebody else to bowl the ball that the winning runs are hit off. He's doing a very good job of it too.
Certainly is bending his back, Makai Tini. Maybe Mohammad Kaif thinks it's only right for the captain to get the winning runs. Now just defend this ball, the last delivery coming out for 47th over.
Looking for two, but he's gone down. And Dravid's been hit, they're both down. Dravid's been hit on the elbow. That's very sore indeed. Andre No, I think, was the fielder. He suddenly realises there's half a chance on at that end. Dravid's trying to get back in and catches it on the elbow. Ouch. They call that a funny bone sometimes, I don't know why. There's nothing hurts more. Well, actually there are a couple of areas that do, but sort of sickening feeling comes over you. It's also close to the end of the game too. Just 2 to win.
Well, he was watching Mohammad Kaif. Wasn't expecting the ball to be thrown straight at him. Mohammad Kaif did call 2 the moment he played the ball. And slipped and fell down at the non-striker end, Mohammad Kaif. So Rahul Dravid had to get back and was in the line of fire.
Here's another look at it. They say you must try and get between the stumps and the thrower. And sometimes it's a bit sore when you do. You're right though. That's nice, that's nice. Noah was there to just find out how he was and say sorry maybe, but with 2 to win, it's just like a mosquito bite, that. Langerfeld's turn to refuse to have the runs hit off him.
And both teams now a bit of concern. Graham Smith hurting himself, the South African captain. They go straight to Australia from here. And India plays Sri Lanka in a test match 3 days from now. Hope both players all right. Nothing too serious. Far too important for the sides to be missing from any game. The 50,000, the capacity crowd here at the Wankhede were quite tense in the afternoon, not knowing which way the match would go. The moment Rahul Dravid won the toss, they were happy. Really sensed they had a great opportunity to win this game. Must be quite pleased into the night. This crowd here.
That's it. India equalise. And an awful lot of people are very, very happy. They deserve to tonight. They kept South Africa at bay with their spinners. South Africa lost it in the middle order, really, between overs 16 and 44, 44, as we were mentioning just now. They lost momentum that they hadn't really gained, it has to be said, because India, in terms of Irfan Pathan, struck up front again and set South Africa back a little on their heels. But there was a time when I think everybody watching and every commentator felt that the accelerator had to be pushed in the middle overs. It wasn't, and they were restricted to 221. And India came out blazing. The captain would like to thank the whole of Mumbai for their support. And I would like the whole of Mumbai who are standing up in front of me to sit down so I can see what's going on out in the field. But however, I've got a monitor and I'm looking at, for me anyway, today's little hero. He took some stick in Calcutta, did Rahul Dravid, and he came back and he answered everybody in the best possible way. That's with a win and with his own bat. Shivi.
Well, I think they've done extremely well. Two very good sides in this competition. South Africa have played wonderfully well in this tour, Hyderabad, and then at Calcutta they outplayed India, and India coming back quite strongly under immense pressure to level the series after the match in Chennai was washed out. And I think the captain led from the front. 78 not out of 106 balls came at a very important time, but you'd have to say in the recent past it's been good contributions from all the bowlers and the batsmen. It's been overall team performance that stood up front.
2-2-4 for 5 then. So India win by 5 wickets to level the series up. Remember the game in Chennai, not a ball was bowled through the wet conditions there, so it turned into a 4-match series. South Africa went in front with 1 to play, and